All right, what's going on, guys? So it is that season again. It is nice and warm out, which means a lot of you are going to be taking your boats or jet skis or things with a trailer out. Now, if you're like me, before you go on a road trip, you want to check the condition of your wheel bearings. Today, in 5 minutes or less, I'm going to show you how to completely replace your wheel bearings and your hubs on your boat trailer. Let's get started. So in my case, my lug nuts are a 13/16. I'm going to start off by removing the wheel. Now, with the wheel removed, I'm going to remove this dust cap, and then we're going to take our hammer and we're going to hammer the dust cap off of the hub assembly. Now, believe it or not, hiding in there somewhere is a castle nut and a cotter pin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some paper towels, I'm going to take some brake clean, and I'm going to clean this up real good so we have access to our castle nut. Right now it's just a big glob. Okay, now with the grease out of the way, you can see our pin. I just got to bend this down with some pliers and then pull it straight out the top. Good. Now, my castle nut is 1 1/8". Yours might be different, but depending on what kit you got, it also might not be the same size. So be sure to keep the castle nut and the washer that comes off to the side. So you got our castle nut, then we have our washer. And now as one piece, everything's gonna pull right off the spindle. Perfect. Okay, so now I'm going to take some paper towels, some cloth, and some brake clean, and I'm going to get this spindle nice and clean. With the spindle clean, we could take some clean grease and we can lightly coat where the seal and both bearings are going to ride. Okay, so now I'm not going to completely go over the bearing packing procedure. It's pretty universal. If you just look up a video on how to pack some bearings, it should come right up. But anyway, on the inside of my hub, I have a coat of grease on both races. So I'm going to take my first packed bearing, drop it into the hub. Now I'm going to put a coat of grease on our wheel seal. And then we need to take our rubber mallet and we need to tap this seal in so that it's flush with the top of the hub. Okay, now we're going to take our hub with our first packed bearing and our seal installed, and we're going to slip it over the spindle. Then we're going to take our second packed bearing, slip it right in the front. Perfect. Now we're going to take our washer, our castle nut, okay, now our next step is very important. This is life or death for the bearing. We need to preload it. So what we're going to do is we're going to get our wheel on, could put 2 lug nuts on. Now, if you have a torque wrench, great. If you don't, that's okay too. Now, how I do this is while rotating the wheel counterclockwise, I'm going to tighten the castle nut to 30 foot-pounds. If you don't have a torque wrench, get it nice and tight. Then what we're going to do is back the nut off a complete turn. Good. And then all we're going to do is hand tighten the nut to the first slot in which the cotter pin can go through the castle nut. So in my case, that would be right about there. Perfect. We get our new cotter pin installed. All right, now we're going to bend the cotter pin so it doesn't pop out. Now the wheel should spin nice and freely, and there should be absolutely little to no up and down movement. Perfect. And last but not least, we could take our new dust cap and tap it on. Beautiful. All right, everybody, that's it. Now, after a couple 100 miles, you might want to jack up the back of the trailer, feel for any play, tighten the castle nut if you have to. They always say check after the first couple 100 miles. So I'm going to drive around, and that's it. That is how you change your bearings and hubs on your trailer in 5 minutes or less. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Peace.